Down the eastern end of Zack Street, adjacent to a large parking lot, and not too far from the city's train station, a Tampa treasure stands. During a time of racial segregation in America, black railroad workers, GIs, and entertainers needed a place to rest their heads. Many of them chose the Jackson boarding house. Their choice was partly based on the house's proximity to Tampa's Union Station, but Dennis Fernandez, manager of the city's Historic Preservation and Urban Design Division, says there's more to it than that.
The Jackson boarding house is one of the last remaining structures of a vibrant African-American community which existed close by called Central Avenue.
This area was Tampa's acclaimed black business district, but due to the urban renewal projects of the 1970s, Central Avenue and all of its buildings were destroyed, except for the Jackson House.
It's important to retain the Jackson House here for the city, to have a link to that past, both of the segregation era within the city, its connection to Tampa Union Station, and also just as a reminder of the vibrant African-American Central Avenue community.
Some of you all that knew me when I was a child, you knew my parents. Some of you here knew me as an adult, and you know that I have the passion in my heart for this house.
This man is making sure that the importance of the Jackson House is never forgotten. Moses Jackson built the house in 1899. His descendant, Willie Robinson, is the current owner. Robinson explains the labor of love that went into building the home.
It started off as being a 3-bedroom, then he added on to 6, but he built it for his wife and his 4 daughters. And it was stated that he built it so they would always have an income coming in.
Working with the city of Tampa, Sarah Robinson, Willie's mother, secured local and national preservation status for the house. And now, her labor of love has been passed on to her son. On this day, former neighbors and friends gather to share memories and to help the Jackson clan restore part of Tampa's history.
I know some people probably got tired of me telling the story of the Jackson House, but when I told the story of the Jackson House, what made me so humble is that you told me stories back about your family and about your existence. And don't think I wasn't listening. I was listening. And you know that same fiber, what you was telling me and my parents, we all came up under the same fiber and that thread that hold us together as a family.
That family that Robinson spoke of now includes Matthew Depin and Bracken Engineering.
It was kind of the 11th hour for the house that was in danger of being boarded up and closed down and eventually, disappearing. And we realized we needed to get involved and start making some things happen to save the house. Right now, the biggest danger to this house is the water getting in through the roof. So once we can stop the water from getting in and clear it of any hazards to us, we can get in there and start structurally evaluating it, re-leveling the foundation, reworking the windows, making it watertight, and just bringing it back up to a structurally sound building.
Willie Robinson says he's grateful for all of the help and support. He wants to pass on the legacy of the Jackson House to the next generation.
I look at this house, and it's a house, but it's a symbol. It's a symbol of what a hard work and what a family can do. And this is what this house means to me, and this is a fabric that can spread all over the city of Tampa, that I have met good people who have been under the same fabric.
This is Frank Crum reporting for Spotlight Tampa.